Hi, my name is Jonathan DeLeon, and I am the Business Development Manager for Focus First. Now, you might find yourself on this YouTube channel and seen some videos about pricing or a concept called the new CMA, but really might be wondering, what is Focus First? So in this short video, let me explain to you what Focus First is, how it kind of got started, and why you should start using it today. Now, the basic answer for what Focus First is that it is a software program for real estate agents. It allows real estate agents to make really good graphs that are customized to your customer and answer key questions about the real estate market that makes a complex kind of real-world environment simple and easy to understand for people that are not accustomed to maybe looking at MLS sheets or all these other kind of graphs or data that real estate agents are accustomed to. Now, the Focus First software is a powerful tool that really will help you land more listings, sell more homes, and build a better client list. And it does all this because it lets you use your own searches, basically use in the software, create custom graphs that really help you convey that in a way that helps you win customers and helps those customers win in the open market. And it does this better than any other software out there because it's the only one that was built around the new process of the new CMA. Now, the new CMA process kind of came just by chance and somewhat by force by the need to answer key customer questions. And it all started with a man named Tim DeLeon. So Tim DeLeon started Focus First and really started this process after being in HP for over 25 years as an engineer, when he ended up transitioning and becoming a full-time real estate agent at the Group Incorporated in Fort Collins, Colorado. When he started selling real estate, he started getting asked questions such as, when is the best time to sell my house? Now, for most agents, this is kind of just a question that you would really discuss maybe some statistic you saw or kind of talk around saying, well, anytime's really a good time, or you might just blatantly jump to the summer's the best because you've had experienced that in the past. But my father was different. Tim DeLeon knew that the data was there. The MLS had all the data. So from an engineer's mindset, it was, I need to answer this question and I have all the information. I just have to figure out a way to use this information to tell me the truth. So he said, okay, I should be able to do this. On top of that, I should be able to answer the other questions I constantly get asked as I started this real estate career, such as how long should it take for my house to sell so that I can plan ahead and, maybe I'm building a new house and I want to be timed correctly. What are the odds my house sells? Because I see other people go up and not sell and I'm a little scared about that. And what is my house actually worth today? I mean, I don't know really 100% what it's worth on the open market. So how can I answer that question in a way that's doing better than what we've seen in the past? So he got to work. And what ended up happening was he was able to answer those key questions first and be able to predict their customer selling experience. Meaning he could predict when the best time to sell was, how long it should take, and what are the odds that they are going to get offers very quickly. Once he was able to do that and used some custom graphs to really understand it easily, he then took on the big question of what is the home worth. Now for him, he had been taught, like most people, how to price a house, but something never sat right with him. Something seemed a little bit off. And he finally had this aha moment, and this eureka moment when he realized, why do we only price homes sold for what they sold for in the past? Nothing else does that. I mean, can you imagine going to a car dealership right now and saying, I want to buy this car, but I want to buy it for what it sold for 6 months ago? They would laugh you out of the building. No one else is out there pricing an asset or anything that you want to buy based on what it sold for in the past. They're looking at current market trends, current competition, and putting themselves at the value that's right for buyers now. Real estate needed to upgrade that. So he looked at the process. He said the old kind of CMA or the traditional CMA process was one of only comparative. And that basically went from understanding the subject property, look at what's sold in the nearby area in similar size, and then you adjust up and down based on features and kind of guess. Now he thought there's got to be a better way. So in his mind, he redefined the term CMA to not be a comparative market analysis, but rather to be a competitive market analysis. When he did this, it opened the flood doors that allowed him to say, I want to expand this process. And sure, I'm going to do the first part still. I'm going to understand the subject property. I'm going to understand the area. And I'm going to find that value based on what's sold. But I'm going to add the extra steps of looking at the current competition and the competition that's going to be coming in the next 90 days. I'm going to position it where I'm in a good spot to win. And then I'm going to put this all together in a customized graph scenario that customers can understand it. And then through that process, if it is not selling, we'll be able to reposition it to make sure we're in the right advantage where we're going to hit that odds answer that we got from an earlier graph. So he started doing this process with the graphs he created, and what ended up happening is he was able to actively position his listings, identify opportunity for buyers, and he sold more homes. So he loved it. Great. Seal approval from himself. I'm having success now in this new career in real estate by answering these questions with real data. Well, his success did not go unnoticed. His wife, DeLeon, who is also a top real estate agent and now a real estate coach, saw it and said, oh my gosh, this is amazing. You should totally go share this with other agents. You should start doing software again and start putting this in a package that people can use it, because other agents would value this and get value out of this so much. His answer, no thanks. Part of the reason why is he had just transitioned out of software and just gotten to selling real estate. He wanted to kind of maybe keep this as a little bit of a personal advantage, and this was his new career. Well, destiny or happen chance happened. And so DeLeon got to speak on a stage at the Colorado Association of Realtors. And on that stage, she shared some of these graphs that he had created in the earliest form. And people said, absolutely, we love them, we want them. And so she ended up selling over $10,000 worth of CDs at that one hour little speaking event she had, basically of just pre-formatted spreadsheets that you had to type all the data in yourself. It was not a full software system at that point, but people loved it. And from that, momentum grew to the point where Tim just couldn't say no anymore. Because of that event and because of that poll and that draw, Focus First is now spread and is used in all 50 states of the U.S., used all across Canada, and some other outlying countries such as the Bahamas and the Virgin Islands. It is now grown in an international scale to help agents and really help them succeed. And it works because you get to create these customized graphs that are easy to understand and really be in a competitive situation where you can win. So Focus First has become such a value to so many agents that it's now used by top agents in basically every major company and top training agencies across the world. Now, you might not have heard of it until today, and I'm so glad that you did. The Focus First software is kind of a revolutionary software because it's the only one built around this new CMA process, and it's the only one that really allows you to use your own search and really get the right answers to answer the key questions and put yourself in the right spot. Now, the Focus First software has been such a value, not just because it is a good system and because it has all these graphs, but because it comes with so much more. People that sign up and join the Focus First family don't just get the software. They get classes and resources. They get additional software functionality that allows them to build their business, not just have listings, but create new transactions. And they get done-for-you resources as well, such as the FHFA appreciation graphs that they can send out to customers to stay in an auto flow and stay top of mind. There's so many resources and so much that come with Focus First that agents have found it a massive value and really seen it explode their business. We've had some agents increase 800%, and we've had other agents go from, every fifth house they listed sold to 100% sales, and they're selling at nearly top dollar just because they put themselves in the right competitive spot at the get when they actually put it on the market. So if you want to learn more about Focus First and learn more about how the software works and all the resources that come with it, check us out at focusfirst.com or watch some of the videos here on our YouTube channel. Now, before you do that though, let me just answer the key question that you're probably asking right now. This all sounds kind of interesting, but what does it cost? Well, we have subscription options all the way from $300 for an entire year where you get access to everything, including the software, resources, classes, and so much more. Or if you want to kind of try it out and see if it's right for you, we have a monthly option that's no contract required, cancel anytime, totally okay, in your control for $39 a month. And you can switch between these whenever you want. So if you try that monthly one and when you end up saying, hey, I tried it for a month, I loved it, you can switch over the annual and get that savings on that monthly, bringing that cost down to $25. So that being said, check us out at focusfirst.com. It's www.focus1st.com, or watch some of the videos here to get a better feel about Focus First and its graphs. I look forward to seeing your name join our family, and I look forward to seeing what value we can provide to you as you help your customers understand the market. Thanks for watching this video, and hopefully this answered that question of what is Focus First.